This is the daily recap for August 17th, 2026. Taiwan is planning record defense spending. A fresh round of strikes is hitting Ukraine and Russia, and rescue teams are still working after Indonesia's deadly earthquake. We also have one bright note from African football. Here is the evidence with attribution kept clear.
In world politics, Taiwan's president Lai Ching-te says the island's proposed 2027 defense budget will reach 1.1225 trillion Taiwan dollars, or more than 3% of GDP. Reuters reports the plan would be a record and describes it as an investment in peace. Separately, Myanmar's military-backed president, Min Aung Hlaing, has traveled to Russia for talks with Vladimir Putin, according to state media reported by Reuters. And the EU's foreign policy chief says Brussels plans its farthest-reaching Russia sanctions listings yet this autumn. Each is a political signal with security consequences, not proof of a wider settlement.
In War and Conflict, Reuters reports that Russian strikes hit Ukraine overnight, including a steel plant in Kryvyi Rih, while Ukrainian drones struck the Moscow region. Ukrainian officials reported 2 deaths at the plant. Russian officials reported 1 death in the Moscow region. The BBC separately reports that 6 people were killed in overnight strikes in Russia's Belgorod region, citing the acting governor. Meanwhile, U.S. envoy Jared Kushner is due to meet Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu after talks involving Hamas and Egypt in an effort to revive a Gaza plan. The claims come from different parties and remain attributed accordingly.
The good news segment starts in sport. Reuters reports Cameroon won its first Women's Africa Cup of Nations title, beating Malawi 3-0 in the final. There is also a human rescue story. The BBC reports that a father and his 2 sons were found off Thailand's Koh Samui after more than 16 hours adrift when their jet ski capsized. They were checked at hospital and discharged. These stories do not erase the harder headlines, but they show achievement, endurance, and a successful rescue in the same news cycle.
The bad news lead is Indonesia. Reuters reports rescuers were searching collapsed buildings after a magnitude 7.7 earthquake killed at least 53 people in East Nusa Tenggara. Thousands were evacuated, and aftershocks and landslides complicated access. In India, Reuters reports at least 6 people died and several were injured in a stampede-like incident at the Ashokdam temple in Bihar. The agency said it could not immediately verify the initial report. Reuters also reports 1 person died in a South Korean landslide after heavy rain. Numbers can change as authorities update them.
That is the daily recap. Check the cited links in the description, keep disputed claims attributed, and return tomorrow for another concise world news briefing. Subscribe if you want the next recap.